What up, my friends? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we have a Kroger grocery haul for you. Got all the Kroger deals. They dropped it off for me in the afternoon. I just love the delivery service. It is so amazing. Even if you don't have Kroger stores in your area, look it up on their website because we don't have physical Kroger stores in our area, but they still deliver to us because they have a warehouse nearby. So they don't mark up prices. Their drivers are actually employed directly through Kroger, so they don't rely on tips, and Kroger actually does not allow you to tip their drivers. There's no like service fees or anything like that if you sign up for like their annual Boost membership. When I signed up for that membership, it was $59 for the entire year, and then they were running a promotion where you got $15 off your first 3 orders. So that right there was $45. In today's video, I'm showing you a haul that should have cost $130, but I ended up paying $71 because they were running another sale where you got $25 off your next 2 orders. So I've already made my money back in spades with that $59 delivery fee. I can't even tell you. Anyway, so we have the Kroger grocery haul, and then after that we have a massive meal prep. We went crazy with meal prep. I was prepping all the things. We have snacks, we have breakfast, we have lunch, we have dinner for both the adults and the toddlers in the house, completely covered. We are doing a Walt Disney World road trip. So I'm sharing with you all of the meals and snacks we make ahead of a road trip that are easy because we stay in our RV. So these are like easy meals that we have a microwave, we have a stove, and we have a fridge and freezer inside our RV. So these are like the just convenient things that will heat up real fast to avoid paying for every single meal at Disney. I love Disney's food. I love getting to sample different things, especially when they're having festivals. But if I can, even just one meal, even if I just cover one meal, if I can figure out something, that saves us a lot of money. So we made in this video some hash brown cups. They have a hash brown on the bottom, and then they have an egg in the center with a bunch of seasoning, cheese, all of the good stuff, and they are phenomenal. We also made sheet pan pancakes, so that's super exciting. And then we make some scrambled eggs for the kids. And then I prepped a lot of like piecemeal items for the kids. So we did like ground turkey, pasta, sweet potato, vegetables like broccoli, carrot, green beans. They're all really, really good eaters. Even my oldest, he's getting to the point where like he definitely has his likes and dislikes, but for the most part, they do a really good job at like still allowing me to give them nutrition. So I'm just gonna ride that train as long as they let me. My thought process is I'll shove you with a bunch of vegetables now, and then that way when you are terrified of green things in a year or 2 and you turn into somebody who only wants to eat like dino shaped nuggets, I will have at least stocked you full of that. You know, that's where my mind goes. It makes absolutely no scientific sense, but that's neither here nor there. I also made some delicious burrito bowls that were super easy. I just did it all in the crock pot and then made some Spanish rice on the side. I also share one of my new favorite things, which is making a sheet pan meal. I forgot how much I love sheet pan meals. If you're new here, hi, welcome to my channel. Thanks so much for clicking on the thumbnail. Over here, just like in this video, I do a lot of grocery hauls. I do meal prep, I do recipes. I also share Costco hauls. I recently got a Sam's Club membership. I don't know who I am right now. So I share hauls there, and then just random like Aldi, Target, Trader Joe's. So you can count on me to show you my goods, the things that I bought, and you can judge my purchases, okay? If that sounds like your vibe, please be sure to subscribe before you leave, and feel free to check out the rest of my channel where I have plenty more content just like this. Without further ado, let's go see my $130 order that only cost me $71. Okay, friends, we have a Kroger delivery that just got dropped off. Gonna share it with you. We are going on a road trip. I believe you're gonna be seeing a meal prep for our road trip in this video. And so I grabbed some things to complete our meal prep dreams. I started with some shredded lettuce. This is gonna be for some burrito bowls we'll be making. I grabbed some onion. We pretty much just always need that for cooking, along with bananas. We always need that for snacking. Grabbed some broccoli so we can prep that for the kids for our road trip. And then I got some of this tikka masala sauce because we absolutely love this. It makes such a good fast dinner. You just throw this in the crock pot with some chicken and some garbanzo beans, serve it over rice with like baby carrots or whatever vegetable you like, and it's a perfect dinner. Over here, I'm super excited about this one. It's a Kinder's dipping sauce, and it's the classic burger sauce. I heard this tastes kind of like Raisin Cane sauce and those type of vibes, so I'm excited to try that out. And then taco sauce, we needed this for the burrito bowls. And then Honeycrisp apples were on sale for buy one, get one free, so we are a big fan of those over here, so I grabbed that. Cow roast rice is my favorite. We finally ran out, so I grabbed a 5-pound bag of that. We don't generally do these type of things, but when we're in Disney, these are super convenient to have as snacks for the kids. So these were also on sale if you bought 2. I think they were like $3.99 a box or something. So I grabbed some chocolate chip and some crumb cake. Black beans for the burrito bowls. I also grabbed some crescent rolls and biscuits. This was on sale, something with if you bought 3, you got like something off. I don't know. Pasta was on sale, 4 for $5. And then I grabbed some of this fresh pico de gallo. This is gonna be for the burrito bowls. Zesty Italian. I whip up quick and easy salad dressings with this, as well as season different meals with it. Last but not least, in the caffeinated department, we have some cold brews. If you've never tried these before, these are really cool. It's a concentrate cold brew. You do equal parts concentrate and water, or you can kind of make it stronger or less strong if you know, whatever your vibe is, you can decide. Pick your poison, if you will. So I grabbed one in the caramel dulce, and then I grabbed one in the brown sugar cinnamon. This is a sweetened one, and it's a limited edition. These were on sale for like $1 off or something, so I grabbed 2. Just so nice for the RV because this is a very small bottle and it's easy to just add water and have coffee, and we save ourselves from having to get coffee elsewhere. And then I grabbed these cold foam creamers. I am recently obsessed with these, and Costco and Sam's Club sell a French vanilla version, but one of my friends told me caramel macchiato is a must try, so I grabbed that, and it was on sale. It was 2 for $9, which is really expensive because Costco was $7.50 for 2. Sam's Club had them on sale for $4.50, but that was a sale price. But $9 is pushing it, but I didn't care. I wanted to try these. So sweet and creamy, and then caramel macchiato. And then last but not least, they had a deal on the Celsius, so I grabbed John one for the car ride down. And that is everything from Kroger today. So now we are going to be getting into the meal prep. I'll be popping in and out with voiceovers and music, so get excited. This particular meal prep was done throughout the day. I was sneaking in mini meal prep sessions as the children allowed and after John got home from work. One thing I like to do is to pull as many items as I can out for myself. That way, when I go to actually do the meal prep, I'm not walking back and forth between my fridge, freezer, and pantry 10,000 times. So I pulled all of the items that don't need to be refrigerated, seasonings, canned items, pastas, whatever I could think of. Our meal prep menu included lots of veggies, so I got the baby carrots started right away because they usually take the longest to steam. I love using my rice cooker to steam veggies because it's easy to walk away from. I will do my best to link any of the things I use in this video down below, including things like my rice cooker. Once I got the baby carrots in the hot tub, I moved on to the easy task of making some chicken salad. John and I really barely eat chicken salad, but there's something about chicken salad sandwiches on a road trip. With this batch, I ended up adding a little Chick-fil-A sauce, and man, it was so good. Other than that, I just keep it simple with some mayonnaise, paprika, celery salt, and whatever Trader Joe's seasoning is winking at me from the cabinet, and then some salt and pepper. I keep the chicken salad in a container separate and then make the sandwiches the morning of to avoid the bread getting soggy. Next up was the burrito bowls. These could not have been easier. I started by just getting some ground beef in my crock pot. You can obviously do this on the stove, but for me, it's nice to be able to walk away from the beef and not worry about it burning. I basically just pressed down the meat in the crock pot until it's even on the bottom. I seasoned it with some taco seasoning and cooked it on high for 1 to 2 hours. I then drained the grease off once it was fully browned and tossed in some black beans, corn, and taco sauce. I then turned it down to low and let it cook another couple hours. This all got served over some Spanish rice we had cooked on the stove, and I had shredded lettuce and pico de gallo on the side to serve with it. These containers ended up being 2 meals each for us, so 4 altogether because it made quite a bit. We also had a lot of leftover meat mixture, which we ended up using to toss on some salad and then some wrap. So we got about 8 meals out of this altogether. I also slapped some broccoli in the rice cooker once the carrots were done. I love to use kitchen shears to get the broccoli cut up and put into the rice cooker and relax. I saved the stock piece in my freezer so I'm not wasting anything. I like to use it to either flavor stocks later or make a broccoli cheddar soup. I moved on to another veggie, and that was green beans. I got the ends cut off on both sides and then basically just set them aside because I didn't have time to cook them right then and there. These ended up getting split between a sheet pan meal and some that we tossed in avocado oil and seasoning in the air fryer. My oldest son loves green beans and so do I, so it's nice having this prepped and ready to go.
In the morning, when you walk away, my heart drops to the floor. They said it would get easier, but I don't know who for. Days move faster now, I swear, I can feel them slip away. But some things last forever, the love that never fades. It's easy to make promises for the young and free, but you kept every word you said and you stayed true to me. We lean into the great beyond, there's more love yet to make. 'Cause some things last forever, the love that never fades. Slowly as his mind lost more.
John loves to participate in the meal prep shenanigans, so he handled the sheet pan meal for us. And you guys, I am just cracking up watching this clip back, and I was cracking up the night we were eating it. I'm not saying it's wrong, but I asked John to cut the baby carrots in half because I wanted them to cook a little quicker. The man cut them lengthwise. I'm not saying it's wrong, but I'm saying in the 20 years we've been eating carrots together, I've never once diced carrots lengthwise. So it's just so funny that that's what he thought it meant. So now I just need to know, do you dice your baby carrots lengthwise? Are you the same as my husband? Am I the weirdo? Sound off down below. This sheet pan meal has quickly become a favorite of ours, and it's just oh so simple. We just basically toss some diced potatoes on the pan, add whatever veggies we have on hand. In this one, we did carrots, green beans, and broccoli. And then we chop up some cheddar bratwurst and toss it on there. Finally, all of it just gets tossed in a melted butter with lots of minced garlic and our favorite seasonings. This cooks in the oven at 375 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes. You basically just want to get to the point where the potatoes and carrots are fork tender. John then moved on to cooking some ground turkey right on the stove. This is just one of our favorites to have on hand for the kids because it doesn't need to be diced up or anything, and they love it. And obviously we could always toss it on a wrap with a little taco sauce or something if we need a quick meal.
Quietly she walked beside and tended in her way. Now the daddy built for two is cold, but her memories have stayed. Because some things last forever, the love that never fades. Dishes and tears, I'm standing here. I know it sounds cliche. A blanket of this history covers me today. In between the bliss and underneath the ache, in the tenderness, a single thread remains.
Next up, John moved on to some scrambled eggs. We keep eggs pretty simple in our house and just add some milk, butter, and shredded cheese to them. I'm so grateful the kids love eggs because it's such an easy component for their breakfast. We usually just serve them with a fruit and some oatmeal waffles.
Some things last forever, but love that never fades. But love that never fades.
Next up, John went ahead and put together a couple days of food for the twins. Oliver, our oldest, is over 2 years old, and it's a little easier just to dice items up in the theme parks on the go. But for the twins, we like to have food ready that I don't need to stress about chopping small enough for the stage they're in. They get a good variety of foods in life, but for these couple of days, we just kept it simple and served the same foods for both lunch and dinner. Breakfast was obviously different. These 3-part meal prep containers are perfect for this type of purpose.
It's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day.
Okay, so I ended up jumping back in here and got started on the sheet pan pancakes. These ended up being so much fun to make. I'll leave the recipe down below in case you want to recreate them. I decided to grind up some oats in my blender so it wasn't just all flour. I thought maybe it would add some extra nutrients, and it didn't really affect the texture much, so it was a win. After I ground up those oats, I just got the rest of the dry ingredients in the blender, blended it up, and then started incorporating the wet ingredients. Then I just simply poured it all in the sheet pan that I had a silicone mat on. The fun part with these is you can customize different ones with toppings. So we went with chocolate chip, banana, and raspberry. You can even overlap some of them if you want. So we had a couple pieces that had like banana and raspberry or banana and chocolate chip, and they were so good. I ended up using a pizza cutter to cut these up into rectangles. It made it so fast, and these would be super easy to freeze if you wanted to make a big batch.
So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you. Oh, I can't believe you love me. So lucky, still can't believe you love me. I hope it never ends, this being more than friends, yeah. You know I'm here to stay every single day. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two.
Last on the menu, we made some hash brown egg cups. I'll link the recipe I used. You start with some frozen hash browns and then add melted butter and cheese into it. The recipe didn't call to do this, but I ended up adding seasoning into that mixture, and I'm so glad I did. You put a little of that mixture into the bottom of a greased muffin tin and push it all down. That bakes in the oven just as it is to start. Once the hash brown portion was browned, then John jumped back in and cracked an egg into each cup. Then I came in and hit it with everything but the bagel seasoning, which I highly recommend, and we popped it back in the oven to let the eggs cook. I think it was like 12 to 15 minutes, but again, the recipe will be linked down below. These were so unique and so good. We ended up reheating ours in the microwave during the trip, and then we actually air fried a couple at the house. Both versions were great. They ended up working out awesome, and it's something we'll definitely make again in the future.
I can't believe you love me. I just feel so lucky. Still can't believe you love me. Falling into your arms, dancing up in the stars.
Alright friends, here is the final result of all the meal prep that we did for our Walt Disney World road trip. Over here, I have a bunch of our favorite snack packs for the road. We also have food prepped for the twins both Friday and Saturday. Yes, they're gonna be eating the same thing. They're gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna be in the park, so we'll fill that in with other random kids meals and stuff like that, but it's nice knowing we have something prepped. Breakfast is covered. We have scrambled eggs for the kids, pancakes over here. These were the sheet pan pancakes, which worked out awesome. For us, we have these hash brown egg cups. So John said they're so good. I'm very excited about these. I think that next time I'd like to add some like breakfast sausage to them. I just didn't have any prepped. But he said they're really good. And I was thinking these would be good if you like added hollandaise sauce to it. But for like meal prep purposes, just like quick, easy to go. John said they're really good as is. So I'm just constantly doing this thing where I'm always like, but how could we make it better? The burrito bowls. So we have 2 burrito bowls that are fully prepped. They have Spanish rice, ground beef, black beans, corn, and some shredded cheese and some taco sauce. And then we had some leftover of the meat itself. So we have that packed. We could probably do like a taco salad or something. And then in the back, I have pico de gallo and shredded lettuce to be able to make the burrito bowls once we're there. And then I have this random one. This is probably going to be food for like today. So we have some leftover ground turkey, broccoli, carrot. So this will probably be for like the kids, or if I need to throw a simple lunch together. I have chicken salad prep, so some of those just need to go on bread, and then they'll go in the cooler that sits with us in the truck, so we can have food on the road and not be tempted to stop for fast food or at a rest area. I made that huge sheet pan of bratwurst and vegetables and potatoes, so we have that. That'll be an easy meal that we can eat in the RV when we get back from the parks. John prepped a bunch of green bean. Oliver loves green beans, so those will be for him. And then, I don't think we did this on camera, but we prepped some sweet potato. The kids are obsessed with sweet potato. So we sometimes will give this to them with their breakfast, with lunch, things like that. They just love it, so whatever. And then last but not least, a huge old thing of pasta. That's can be for us, but also could be for the kids if we need some variation for them and all that jazz. So yeah, that is everything we meal prepped for our Walt Disney World road trip. All right, you guys, thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. It means the absolute world to me. I hope I delivered whatever you needed when you clicked on that thumbnail, and I hope you have a magical day. Bye.